Hello there, it's Jay here from Jay's Vintage Junk, and I thought we'd have one last crack at this Connor 40MB hard drive out of that Amstrad laptop. So it is, we tried it when I was playing with the laptop the other day, and the bridge PC will actually recognise it as a Connor hard drive, but it's not spinning. I think probably the heads have got stuck to the platter. That computer was basically not stored in ideal conditions. I think it was probably stored in like a damp garage or a shed or something for many years, and I think moisture's probably actually got to this. Our chances of getting it to actually work are pretty slim, but there's a few things we can have a little go at. We've already tried the old trick of giving it a whiz like that. I've even given it a little bit of a knock, which I'd rather not do, but sometimes, in fact, let's give that a quick try now. I don't really like doing that, but occasionally I suppose it could work. I've just got that connected up to the power on the bridge PC there, so let's just try it. No. Although I can hear the I think I can hear the head trying to, I don't know, there's some noises coming from it, but it's not spinning the heads. So we'll get it out of this cradle. I think that's the first thing to do, is get it out of that cradle. Let's see, I've got a screwdriver that will fit that. Oh, that'll do it. And I think what we'll do, I mean, our last thing we can try is we'll actually take the top of the drive off. I mean, really the drive's had it when you've done that, but we might be able to just free off the discs, get it to spin up on the bridge PC and possibly recover some data off it. I'm not sure, to be honest. I've never had a whole lot of luck with these Connor hard drives when I had them failed in the past. And you can just look at the corrosion in there. You know, it's quite bad. So you can tell this computer, like I said, it was kept somewhere damp or something like that. What I'm going to try and do, first things first, the board actually looks fine. It looks really clean actually. You zoom down a little bit more so you can see a little bit better what we're looking at. I'll don my anti-static strap. And let's get that board off and see if there's any way we can get to the back of the motor and perhaps just see if the spindle's free to turn. And we can't really make this any worse, to be honest. It's pretty much a dead drive. Want something smaller than that. Let's try that one. That's the one. Two. There's just the 4 screws there. Come on, out you come. There we go. Right, I can't see any more screws on there. Let's see if we can get the board. It's obviously connected there. There we go. That's it. I'll lift the board off. Like I said, that looks absolutely fine. There doesn't look like there's any corrosion damage or anything on that PCB, and that is being recognised by the computer, so I'm suspecting that's absolutely fine. Ugh. Right, oh dear. Try and get this foam off. I can see corrosion here already. Here's our motor. Yeah, the corrosion's really got to this drive. I wonder if this was underwater at some point. Yeah. No, it's totally sealed. Yeah, that's even sealed there. You can see where the corrosion's actually got to the aluminium and corroded it, but the motor's completely encapsulated. There's no way of getting to it from the outside, unfortunately. I'll get all this muck and rubbish off. Let's get that cleaned off. There we go. Because it's just yuck. Yeah, and can you see all that there? That's basically where the moisture's got to the aluminium and just corroded the aluminium. So I really don't think this hard drive's going to run again. I'm guessing some of that moisture must have got inside. We'll put it back together because I can't actually see anything. I was hoping they'd be able to perhaps get to the back of the motor. I know you can do on some earlier drives. This is obviously a little bit later and it's all completely sealed. I mean, we could be super lucky and there was a little bit of corrosion between. In fact, let's put a little bit of contact cleaner and we'll just shoot it in there. A bit on them pins as well. Just in case there wasn't making contact between that, because obviously that connector there is where both the stepper motor, or at least the whatever actuates the heads, and the actual spindle motor that spins the head, that spins the discs, all comes through that one connector there. I can't see any electrolytics that had possibly caused problems on that bottom board. We've got some tantalum capacitors on there. Well, to be honest, I've never really seen much of an issue with these black ones. The black surface mount ones. So that's the board back on. I'll just quickly connect it back up to the bridge PC, just in case, you know, taking that board off and putting it back on was all we needed. I very much doubt it. We'll, no, that's just my floppy drive making that noise. No, it's exactly the same. There's absolutely no. I've got it lifted off the thing there. No, there's no sign of the disc spinning at all. So I think we'll have to open it up. I say this basically the drive's scrap. It's not spinning. Really opening a drive, you will ruin it, but if the drive's already completely dead, I mean, there's not really that much you can do. You can't make it worse. Get that warranty sticker off there. There we go. I've only got 4 screws on here, so I need something slightly bigger than that. Go to the next size up. Yeah, that's it. 2. 3. Last one. Right, and let's see what it's like inside. Still something holding that. Got another screw underneath one of these, because I've come across that before on hard drives. And there was a hidden screw under a part of the label. Can't feel anything. It might just be a really tight seal. Yeah, it's just a really tight seal. Right, let's have a look. Alright. Take that off carefully just in case. The problem is you don't really want to touch the disc with anything that you're going to leave a mark on it. Let's see if I can just actuate it using this Q-tip. That's free. Yeah, it's completely free, that. Try and get this seal back on. In fact, bear with me a second, folks. I want to concentrate trying to get that back on. So, back in a. I wish I'd filmed that, because actually, as soon as I switched the camera off, that seal just snapped back into place really, really easily. Yeah, this is a mystery, because that disc is definitely not stuck. The heads aren't stuck to it. I can't see any marks on the head where, sorry, on the disc where it's actually stuck in the past. So I don't know why this thing is not spinning. I can't see any physical damage on the drive either. Let's plug it in and give it one last. In fact, I'll plug it in fully and connect it up to the IDE. I'll connect power up to it. And get you up on the screen just in case anything happens. Right, let's switch on. You see it's finding it. It's actually making a noise now. I think it could actually be trying to spin. Don't know if you can make that noise out. No, it's stopped now, but it was making a very, very slight. And when I was holding it, as it was making that noise, try restarting the computer. Yeah, I think the heads are trying to seat, but for some reason the disc's still not spinning. Yeah, I can definitely feel movement from the drive. But for some reason it will not spin. Oops. Let's get it off the connector again. So I wonder why that is. Because we know that the disc's not stuck. The disc can definitely spin in there, but it doesn't seem to want to actually spin it up. Let's try taking that board off and back on a couple of times. We'll try removing that board again. Just perhaps, I don't know whether it's just bad contact there or something. I suppose we could just quickly test some of these capacitors, couldn't we? Just in case one's gone bad due to, you know, like moisture ingress or something like that. There's something not there, because that's showing completely open that way around. We've got a resistance that way around. So that's acting more like a diode, and it's not a diode, it's a 6.8 UF 20 volt capacitor. And this one got a resistance that way around. And a resistance that way around. Let's try some of these others. I wonder if some of these capacitors are bad. That looks right that way around. Yeah, that's more what I'd expect to see. I'm wondering perhaps, have we got some bad capacitors? 4.7 at 20 volts here. And that's open circuit. That capacitor there is open circuit. We'll go across it that way. Absolutely nothing. We'll go across it that way. Oh, no. Yeah. I think that's bad. I haven't got any surface mount 4.7 UF, but I suppose I could just tack something in for now, couldn't I, just to see. Bear with me a second, folks. Let me have a more of a check round some of these other capacitors, and I'll get back to you. We could have a fact that we've just got some bad caps on here. Back in a sec. Right, okay. I've gone ahead. I've pulled all those surface mount, I think they're probably tantalums, off. Most of them just show as open circuit both way rounds. You should get a little kick one way round, and basically the other side should be open circuit. It should act just like a very small electrolytic capacitor, and they're just showing, most of them, just as open. What I've done is I've just really roughly just tacked some electrolytics in their place. What I've pulled off there is 6.8 UF at 20 volts. These are like 10 UF at some 25 volts or something like that. They're not exactly perfect, but they should, I mean, it should at least allow it to spin if that is indeed the problem, but those are all very suspect. So let me connect it back up to the system. I will have to run it upside down now because we've got all those capacitors just roughly just stuck there, but let's see if that's made any difference. No. I can hear it still doing that little thing where it's like almost trying to spin up. Just as one last thing, let me connect it up to the data cable as well. This is going to be a bit tricky because of the way I'm going to have to run it upside down, but I think we can just about do it. Right, there we go. So it's got a data cable connected to it. It's got all them bodged in capacitors, replacing those that, like I say, are very suspect. If it doesn't run now, I don't think there's going to be any chance of getting this hard drive to work. So it finds it on the screen. There we go. Kind of peripherals, but it's just not. It's not going. It's not spinning. So we don't know whether the motor's just died for some reason, or it is indeed a fault with that controller board. We know the motor's definitely not stuck. We haven't got stuck heads, which is what I naturally, assumed would be the issue. It's not really. Don't think there's really any point trying to find a replacement board for it either, because we already know. We've already been inside there. We've compromised the integrity on the drive. It was just a case of seeing whether we could perhaps just get it to spin up and get one last read off it, but I honestly don't think it's going to be possible in this instance, unfortunately. But like I say, that's how it sometimes goes with these things. Anyway, I think I'm going to leave this video now. Like I say, it was just a quickie just to see whether I could possibly do something with this drive. But no, like I say, I think this one's beyond saving. Anyway, like I say, I hope you enjoyed this quick little video, watching me have a last final try at getting that thing to go. So I'll say thanks for watching and goodbye. Alright, we're back. We haven't finished yet. I've just found something. I've got another identical kind of drive to this. It's got exactly the same board on it. And I know this drive works. I don't think we're going to cause any actual harm to this drive, because we're not going to be trying like the drive itself. But I'm just wondering, if I take this board off here, which I know works, I put it over onto this drive, and this drive spins up, we know the fault's on this board. If it still doesn't spin up, we know it's basically the motor in there is gone, and there is absolutely nothing we could possibly do to get that data off there. I think it's worth the gamble. I know I said I'd finish this video, but you know what it's like. Yeah, you just find these things. I think I'll just tag it on to the end, and we will see if this is going to work. I said hopefully we don't do any damage to this drive, because it is, I mean, it's only 40 megabytes, I know, but it is still a fully working drive. I actually also have the SCSI, the identical drive, but the SCSI version of it. Right, let's take this off. I should really have my anti-static on for doing things like this. I think a lot of people on YouTube don't take static precautions quite as seriously as they should do, really. I had it drummed into me at one company that I used to work for. Right, okay. So let's pull this suspect board off here. There we go. Try not to do any damage to it. So that's the suspect board. I'll put that to one side. And we'll pull this known working board off here. To be very, very careful. You don't want to damage it. Like I said, I know this is definitely a working board and a working hard drive. So I've got that off there. We'll put that to one side out of harm's way over there. And we will put this board on the suspect drive. There we go, that's gone on. We'll better screw it down just to be on the safe side. Use this set of screws. Either set of screws should do, because they should be exactly the same. I mean, it might be enough, if it does work, for us to possibly be able to like recover the data off the drive, if there's anything juicy or interesting on there. Because unfortunately we've opened the drive, like I said, it's compromised anyway. I don't think it'd ever be a reliable drive, but it might be fun to try to diagnose that board if indeed, you know, like I said, this now works. I'll connect it up complete with the IDE, so if it does fire up and we can read data off it, we can do it straight away. I'm not expecting this to work, to be honest. I think there is something wrong with the motor, to be honest, but you never know. Come on, you get in there. Ooh, just bear with me a second, folks. Tell you what, it's horrible getting old. There we go. Alright, that's plugged in now. Let me get you up so you can see. There, you can see a bit of everything there, can't you? Right, now we'll switch it on. It's spun up. It's spinning. And the computer's recognised it. Let's see if we can get into it through the get XP up. I just have to press F1 to get past that because there's something wrong with one of my floppy drives. Right, let me get you around so you can have a look here. We might actually be able to recover some data off this drive after all. Doesn't sound very healthy. To be honest, it doesn't sound healthy at all, really. We might get like one read off it if we're lucky. Yeah, that sounds like a dying drive to me. Let us see if... Okay, it's shown up. Yeah, that's dead, isn't it? It's absolutely rammed whatever it is, used space, 35.5 megabytes. Free space 1.84 megabytes. When we try and... we've just got gobbledygook there. Yeah, there's any readable data on there. Oops. So we can try taking an image of it. Let's see here. I'm using the wrong software here. It should be there we go. Corner peripherals, it's found it. see. I'm going to hit cancel. I've got this set up wrong. I don't think I'm really going to get any what did I use on here last time to I'm sure it was raw, right? ATA, continue, file, yeah. And we'll call it, sorry, Amslap, that'll do. So I don't think there's anything we're going to be able to do it, but you never know, do you? No, it can't even read it. Operation terminated. I don't know whether that's the fact that we opened the drive. I mean, I did get it closed, and I don't think I got any real mess in there, but or was the drive literally just dying? At least we got it to spin up. We'll give it one last quick try, see if we can just spin it back up again. So yeah, it's spinning up fine now, first time. It just sounds pretty horrible. Excuse me. Yeah, I'll give it one last little quick try and see if it just comes up the same, just garbage. Let's have a look here, my computer. See, it finds it, no problem. It's just, yeah, it's basically completely corrupt on there. Yeah, there's no way of accessing any of the data on there by the look of it. See, look, I mean, it's showing that as 3.7 gig, it's only 40 megabyte hard drive. You can't even drag one of these off onto the thing. No, cannot copy file. No, it's basically, it's had it. There's no way we can really retrieve the data, or at least I'm not capable of retrieving the data from that, and I don't think there'll probably be anything that interesting on there anyway. But like I said, at least we got the hard drive to spin up. To be honest, it's a shame I hadn't found that other hard drive before and tried swapping the boards before we tried actually opening the drive, but I was pretty much convinced it would have a stiction issue and that was going to be the problem. But no, like I said, that wasn't the issue. We had a bad board on the bottom. Never mind, like I said, I don't think even if the hard drive had worked, it would have ever been one that's particularly reliable. I've never had a massive amount of luck with these Connor drives, to be totally fair. Anyway, so yeah, I'm going to leave it there for now. Hopefully, at least we got a little bit further than we initially thought we would. But yeah, it's confirmed. I think it's pretty much a goner of a drive. Anyway, so I'm going to leave it there for now. Hope you enjoyed that. So thanks for watching and goodbye.